This is a poor
hungry Negro.
All day.
We're back, man. Go ahead. Come on, minimum wage.
Look, I mean, just going on Mother Nature, and looking at everything that's created. Yeah, it's we always at war, but Mother Nature puts stuff in its perspective. It's just enough sun. It's just enough water. It's just enough everything.
And we don't like it.
Well, apparently we feel something wrong with it. We don't need.
But what I mean by I'm not gonna say we. I'm gonna stop playing around. I mean the system don't like it. That's why they do
system ain't
everything
designed to like it.
Contrary to nature, to try to poison it, to make it not shine, the sun to shine, make it not rain.
Let me show you.
With the chemicals they put in the air.
Let me show you the illusion. The illusion that the New World Order is some type of secret organization, when everything your history book is telling you that the United States was conquered. Hear me, because it was. The United States was conquered in order to find a place where there's New World, that they can have New World Order. This is the only country in the world that get all 4 seasons: summer, winter, spring, and fall. No other country get this. You either get too much rain, too much snow, too much heat. This one get all 4. In some places, some cities, it's like that. It's like you're an island. It might be cold, but Mother Nature have a way of balancing things out.
She always do.
We're going to have a problem because first we don't want her first offspring, which is the black man. We don't want to recognize
black man or black woman.
Well, God first created. No, I said her. Her first offspring was the black man. She being a woman, I don't know if that's the chicken or the egg. I always said the Indian.
I like the way you said that.
But and she taught us.
Wow, interesting.
Once they came to the New World, they had to break the warrior. We, the original, they were slaves first too, but it was easy for them to leave. Once we got over here and they saw how we blend in and stick out everywhere we go, intellectually. But how do you break that black man? You take that mind, and then you let his woman see you take his mind, and that right there is whatever we turned out to be. But it's a few of us slipped through the pole. It was some women out there that didn't want us all to be.
That's a part of conquering. That's the big part of conquering. That's their ideology of conquering.
But it worked. Those are barbarians.
I'm gonna tell you what we don't talk about.
What's that?
We don't even talk about the time when there was no war, where the black community, when the whole world was black. Wasn't no color. It was just one.
Just human.
Just us.
Asiatics or whatever. I'm sure just we had another name.
You know what I'm saying? The world was just one color. That's what I think. That's what the world refused to believe.
Humans.
At one time. And that's what it was. At one time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say we ran. We didn't run. It wasn't no such thing as a one person running shit. That's why I say we can't go back and really comprehend how it was, because it was so different from what it is now.
Totally.
I really couldn't even explain it. Everything was as at peace and at harmony. That makes sense with Mother Nature.
What?
But when another mindset come in to try to defect or destroy or infect, the natural, then that's when you come in and you start having problems.
Yeah.
And this is what you end up. This is the results of it right now, of what you see today in this time.
And we all at odds.
This is the results.
Each other? Are we at odds?
Well, of course it was at odds. Just look back in the history that they even teach you. Always some fighting going on, some taking, unfairness. When you look at the European history, that's all you see. When you watch their movies, what's going on? Somebody scheming, somebody scamming. Who's scheming and scamming? Mostly when you watch their movies. Is it a black man? Or any other race? No, it's mostly them scheming and scamming against each other.
It's them.
When you watch Dynasty and they ain't fucking with no black folks. They in there slapping and sleeping behind each other's backs.
That's what they do.
You know what I'm saying? So people don't.
Well, we learned that.
Don't get it twisted. It's not about. They had to do this in order for this shit to come about. In order for them to be in charge, they had to program motherfuckers for them to be in charge.
I think our
you know,
history really started after the Willie Lynch
they had to lie.
saga.
They had to lie.
I don't think we
They
go
had
back
to
much
lie.
farther than Willie Lynch. His ideology.
Uh,
Once he got his down packed, and enough of us, was either killed off or in jail or in prison or wherever they call it.
you know what they knew. They knew back then when the European race decided to rise up and to start.
And all white boys are not bad. It was some real good brothers out there that was for the struggle too.
Well, actually, when I talk about Europeans, I'm basically telling you they are us.
Yeah.
They're just a younger version of us. That's basically when I talk about Europeans. I'm not really separating them because I really can't separate them.
So you think they're human?
Yeah.
I think they are.
Yeah.
They have a lot of.
If what you call human living down here on this planet Earth, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you call human? Living down here on this planet Earth, yeah.
That's what I call human.
Anything on living on this motherfucking planet Earth to me is human. Would you think so? Man, I don't like to get into
Okay,
this is what I'm saying.
I threw that out there because I know it's a lot of propaganda.
Life is life.
It's good knowledge and bad knowledge
Man,
out there at all times.
Life is life, and I don't like to get caught up. I mean, what is a human? You talking about a man with legs that look like us? Maybe it might be a different shade, a different color, but they look like us, and you're going to call it human?
But they said that's God.
If you live here.
They said that's what God looked like.
Well, I mean.
And you was made in the image and after the likeness. Hold on.
I really can't get into what God looked like because that's from a perspective with these two eyes. You can't really get. That's wrong with people. They get caught up in these two eyes. I know these two eyes, they look good.
American.
And they seem like they could take you everywhere you want to go.
Masstablak is a reformed minister. He won't tell you that today. I'm sure you won't hear that today.
Well, of course, we got that on tape. Folks, we got to win it. We got all this on tape.
It's on tape, sir.
So I don't have anything to hide.
And that's what
And I'm not mad about
Look at us. We ain't hiding this.
And I'm not mad about it.
It's my guy.
I mean, clearly, this is
no fear.
We can't get caught up in the hype. All this. I mean, you can't get caught up in that, man.
He says and she says.
Man, let me tell you something. While you're here, you got to do what you got to do while you're here. Mm-hmm. You can know something and act like you don't know it and keep your mouth shut. That's how you feel about it. That's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they know there ain't no heaven and hell they going to. Once you know the truth.
I get a lot of relief. when I just let it all out. That's how I get a relief, when I let it all out. I'm not mad at anyone. I should be mad, throwing a fit because,
When you say at anyone, are you talking about like other ministers?
Mothers,
or are you just
ministers,
talking about
the government, anybody that try to pull the wool over my eyes. I'm not mad at you. Mm-hmm. Because that's what society does. It pulls the wool over your eye. Mm-hmm. And if your mama believe in that and your minister believe in that, then you still having the wool being pulled over your eye. Whether it's a white man or a black man, red man or a yellow man, you having the wool pulled over your eyes. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about these eyes right here. I'm talking about the eye that they don't even talk about.
And the old folks used to talk about it though.
And I'm not talking about that eye on that pyramid dollar.
Yeah,
that dollar,
not that eye. That ain't that eye either.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. But we're talking about the third eye. We have a third eye that sits right here behind these two eyes here. But it's on the inside of our brains.
Remember, you heard that here.
And we don't talk about it too much.
Well, that's because
they call it a gland, but it really is an organ. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's really the most important organ, really, because without that organ, you wouldn't exist in this dimension.
Jelly.
You wouldn't even exist in this dimension. So that organ is very important, but we don't even talk about it. But only people in secret societies deals with those type of issues. They don't want you to talk about it. And this is who we really are. This is who we really come from.
That's what we do.
All of this is just a fucking illusion. We're just playing a fucking role. It's good to know who the hell you really is. I myself, I'm a dimension traveler. That's what we all are. A lot of us don't even know it because
I'm learning.
We can't even use what I just said. You know what I'm saying? I travel all the time. Every time my body rests, I travel. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an infinite. We all infinite beings. You might not know who you are. You might think that you get shot and then you're dead and there's everybody crying. There's no more of you. Well, I don't believe that this way. We don't believe in death.
I've learned that that's not possible.
Death is it's a term that we use to describe to keep you in bondage. Most of your words
make you scared.
And terminology is something to use to just keep your ass in bondage.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're already in bondage, walking around. That's okay. Free your mind, and the rest will follow.
Minimum wage, you fucking with me.
Thank you, sir.
You know,
I
he got me ranting and raving. I don't really want to.
I appreciate that.
Because
y'all going to appreciate that.
To me, that's elementary shit. I think everybody should ought to know that about themselves and who they really are. If you think that this is real, if you don't think this is an illusion, that's on you. And I'm not trying to convince you of that. I'm comfortable within myself and with my belief. See, I don't have to walk around this planet, on this dimension, or this realm, afraid of anything, because this is not the only realm. There's many realms. You know what I'm saying?
Can I plug this Facebook page right quick?
Yeah, why not?
I'm soon coming up with a Facebook page. I'm minimum wage, and it's going to be minimum wage. I'm going to have all of the food you're going to need to sustain your body and travel and keep your vibrations pure and simple. You hear me? You'll know trouble signs when you hear it. You'll learn it, and I'm learning it, and I'm hearing it. Be careful what you ask for. The truth.
All right,
sets
folks.
You free.
I'm your host, Masstablak.
And I'm minimum wage.
And this is a Po Hungry Negro thang. Peace out.